So I've never owned an activewear one piece because they honestly all look like they're going to accentuate my fupa, and I really wasn't about that life. But this, from the front, is a vibe. Now from the back, we actually need to talk about that. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, my name is Elaine. Welcome. I'm a weight loss coach, a fitness enthusiast, and an activewear lover. And today we are reviewing Gymshark's Adapt Camo Seamless all-in-one, or their one piece, their bodysuit, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty much the gym version of a onesie. If you're new to my channel, this is not my usual filming area. I am on vacation right now. By the way, happy holidays. I hope that you are getting to spend some time with your family this year, and or you're going to take some time for yourself and to practice self-care. But this is not the usual scene, so please don't worry. We will go back to normal within the next couple of weeks once I am back home. My measurements are in the description box for your convenience, and everything in this video is going to be timestamped so you can jump to the section that is most interesting to you. If you find videos like this useful, you better make sure to smash that like and that subscribe button so that you never miss an upload from me in the future. Today's Flex Fam shout out goes to Emma T. Thank you so much for watching my videos and being part of the Flex Fam. I appreciate you. If you want a shout out in the next video, all you gotta do is leave a comment down below on this video or on one of the other videos, and you could have the opportunity to be shouted out. But for anyone who's watching, I appreciate you, sending you lots of love, and without further ado, let's get on with this review. So since this is an all-in-one, I will be reviewing it as if it's separate. So I'll be talking about the top and the bottom separately, especially since they fit slightly differently. But keep in mind that this is an entire bodysuit. There is no zipping in and out of it. You literally gotta get into it by putting the bra around your ankles and hoisting it up. Okay, so let's start talking about the general details of this one piece or this bodysuit. So we've got a polyamide polyester blend fabric, and this fabric, the Adapt Camo Seamless fabric, feels like a cross between a performance slick feeling fabric and a knit fabric. So it is one of my favorite fabrics that Gymshark makes, just because I find that with the slightly knit feel and the slightly knit look of this material, it actually does help hide cellulite very well. So if you're someone who does have a lot of cellulite, I usually recommend that you jump on that Gymshark Adapt Camo train. The top of the bodysuit is a scoop neck bra, and we've got a little ruching detail in here and a Gymshark stamped on white logo on the left hand side, and then we've got this gorgeous camel pattern throughout the entirety of the bodysuit. When we get to the bottom, you'll notice that there is no front seam, and we do have seams on the legs, but they're not cutting in horrendously. The length of the shorts component is about 5 inches, so I have mine hiked up, but it is the perfect length between a short and a biker short, so it should accommodate most women. Even if you're someone who prefers a short, you can definitely hike it up like I usually prefer to do. When we turn to the back, we've got this 4-way crisscross detail that is very common and signature to the Gymshark Adapt Camo line. And then we've got another stamped on Gymshark logo here. Then when we get to the shorts or the bottom components of the bodysuit, we've got this ripped contouring above the butt, and then we've got a pseudo seam. When we talk about the sizing, so for me, I'm going to say that this is almost running a half a size small, and that's mainly because of the bra component. So with the bra component, I am feeling very held in, like to the point where my boobs are just completely squished together. And this is not an anomaly. Usually the Gymshark Adapt Camo Seamless bras and Adapt Animal bras, I found that they run very true to size to the point where they're almost small. So if you're someone who's between sizes and or you have a larger than average chest, I'm going to recommend that you size up in this one piece overall, just so that you can get some breathing room for your girls, because mine are literally sandwiched together right now. There's no breathing space in there, and I'm pretty sure I'm about to go into boob sweat mode. Like I prefer some separation between the girls, and this bra, this top component, is just pushing everything together to a point where it's almost uncomfortable. As you can see, I do get a little bit of cutting in on the sides as well and at the back, so that's also another reason I'm going to recommend that you size up. Also, size up if you're someone who trains upper body a lot. Even if you don't necessarily have really big girls, these straps at the back are actually quite tight for the bra, and they will cut in if you're someone like myself who trains upper body a lot. So apart from that, if you don't got big girls and you don't train upper body often, you can definitely stick with your true size. But for those of us who, I'm a C cup, probably a C cup and above, you're probably going to want to size up so that you get more breathing room in the chest area. Now, talking about the size and the chest area, yes, there are removable cup pads. You can keep the cup pads in. As you can see, you can't see them through the material, but if you remove them, you do get a little bit more breathing room in the chest area, and I do get a little bit more separation, which I appreciate. But once again, it still does feel tight, especially around the traps and the back. So I personally would still size up to a medium. Now, talking about the sizing, so for the bottoms, the sizing actually fits extremely well for me, in my opinion. Like, I'm not getting a lot of cutting in. I still have some moving room. So the downside of me sizing up is I know that I'm going to get a lot more crotch fabric with the bottom components, but I think it's worth it so that I can feel a bit more comfortable in the chest. So you're really going to kind of have to think what you would prefer and what would work for you. Yes, you can stay true to size, but in my opinion, the top is running about half a size smaller than the bottoms. The bottoms fit true to size, the top runs small. Now, there is a built-in bra in this, and I can't really, let me just see if I can grab it, but there is, yeah, like this is the inside of the built-in bra, and with the bra being built in, I am getting like a solid medium support. But keep in mind, I've also mentioned that this feels like it's running about a size small. So if you are someone who ends up sizing up, expect maybe more of like a low medium support, but I do feel very well held in. Looking at the side boob, we've got about a medium side boob coverage here, but like I said, it does cut in and it does push out my fat a little bit. So if you're someone who's got bigger girls than me, expect there to be some fat or some skin spilling out the sides, but it's nothing too horrendous. I do think that it offers quite a decent amount of side boob coverage. Now let's talk about the bottom. So I definitely don't have any camel toe with this, so I'm going to say it's no to low camel toe, and I do have some excess crotch fabric, but it's nothing that's too horrendous. There isn't much I can do about it. This happens a lot with me being 4'11", but I can pull the fabric up to the side a little bit, or I can pull the shorts down if I really wanted to, but I prefer to have my shorts hiked up and be more of a short length. When we look at the waist, so there isn't a lot of, I would say, contouring going on with this bodysuit. You kind of just slip it on and it feels like a second skin. There isn't a lot of compression overall. I'd say maybe this bodysuit, when we get to like the waist component, is more of like a low medium compression. So it just sits on your skin. It's not squeezing you in. It's not shaping you specifically. So whatever shape you have is the shape that's going to show through this bodysuit. It's not like a bodycon dress where sometimes it will slim you as well as while you are wearing it. So if you're someone who is more self-conscious about your belly, do expect that, you know, your belly will be on display. It's a one piece for me. I've had, I mean, half a stack of pancakes at this point, and my belly is still on display. It's still showing. If you're someone who has love handles, your love handles are probably still going to show with this material because it's not really doing anything to contour. So be mindful of that. If that's something that you're insecure about and you don't want to accentuate, this bodysuit may not be for you. But even as someone who does hold more weight in her midsection, I feel weirdly comfortable in this, and I actually really do like how it looks, despite the fact that, yeah, my belly's just chilling, but there's nothing wrong with that. I really do love how it looks, and from the front, I think it does a great job at just kind of smoothing out everything, if you know what I mean. Now let's take a look at the booty, and this is the part where I've had to wear this multiple times to really decide if I liked it or not. But looking at the butt, I'm going to give it a low medium on the booty scale, and you'll understand when I turn around completely. So as I mentioned in the beginning, the booty has a ribbed contour that sits above the butt, and we've got a pseudo seam. Now I love pseudo seams. I've always found the Gymshark pseudo seams are honestly the best kind of seam that there can be for when you don't want a really chunky seam that separates the glutes, but you still want a little bit of enhancement. I've always been a fan of Gymshark pseudo seams, but this ribbed contouring above the butt where it kind of separates like the shorts from the top, I hated it at first, and I'm still not the biggest fan of it, but the more I've worn it, the more I'm just like, okay, it kind of works. I personally would have preferred that they put this, they just flip it upside down and put it under the booty to give a bit of a lifting effect. I don't see the need for this, and I don't think that it's providing any enhancement whatsoever. If anything, it just kind of looks like it's there for no reason, and honestly, it kind of looks like a thong. Now that I've looked at it a little bit more, it kind of looks like you're wearing a thong. But you know, it's a cute bodysuit. It's just, I don't know what the design thoughts were behind this. I would have preferred them to carry out a pseudo seam all the way across, as opposed to making a chunky contour directly above the glutes. But let me know your thoughts below. I've been wearing it and I showed it to my mom and she thinks it looks good. You know what, it's not horrendous. Is it the most amazing thing? No, but it's not horrible. I think that's what the best you're going to get from me. It's not horrible. Initially, when I wore it, I was like, oh my god, what the F is this? But now I'm like, I can deal with it because I really love how the front of this looks. The back is meh, but the front is really cute. So the booty, I'm going to say that it is low medium. Like, yes, the pseudo seam does give a little bit of glute separation, but the contour above it is not really doing anything. Like, what you're seeing is just really my butt doing its usual thing. Okay, so when it comes to the squat proofness with the black Adapt Camo Seamless all-in-one, this is squat proof, and I'm actually wearing a non-seamless white thong right now, so this is squat proof. And when it comes to cellulite, this is one of the reasons I do like the Adapt range. This is, in my opinion, quite cellulite friendly. I would even say cellulite proof. My cellulite usually shows on the side of my butt when I am doing hip hinging exercises, and I find that with the Adapt Camo range, with the pattern and the knit fabric, you often can't see a lot of your cellulite showing through. So I give it a thumbs up for the squat proofness and the cellulite coverage as well. My overall thoughts on the one piece, initially I hated it. Like, honestly, I put it on, I'm like, no, I'm gonna return this. But now that I've worn it a couple times, I'm just like, okay, I can deal. And when it comes to like the sweat and functionality of this, keep in mind that at the end of the day, this is still like the same Gymshark camel fabric. They've just put it in a one piece. So after about an hour of working out, especially since this is like a gray black combination, you will see sweat break through. Yes, the camel line is one of the more sweat wicking lines made by Gymshark, depending on which colorway you get. But I do find that with gray, you will see sweat breaking through. Will anyone notice? No, because it's just going to look like it's a different shade of gray because the pattern distracts away from your sweat. But I could definitely tell that there was sweat around my crotch because I'm a crotch sweater. I usually go commando in the gym, so I will notice when there's crotch sweat. Is it going to be super noticeable? No, it's not going to look like you peed yourself, which is the upside. So overall, I am deciding to keep the bodysuit, and honestly, I'm feeling like a little bit of a baddie. Even though I'm not wearing seamless underwear right now and I've got a little bit of a pudge going on, I find that I do still feel very confident in it. So if you are a girl with a belly, I would say definitely grab one and try it on. It's worth a shot. Like, anytime that you're insecure about a body part of yours and how to look in activewear, it never hurts to try it, and you may be pleasantly surprised like I am with this bodysuit. So this is the first time that we can say Elaine officially owns an activewear one piece. I never thought I'd say that in my life, but here we are moving on up in the world. And let me know your thoughts down below, especially if you're someone who holds weight in your midsection. You made it to the end of the video. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you and your time. If you found this video useful, please make sure to smash that like and that subscribe button. It's one of the best ways to be able to support the channel. Let me know down below what you thought about this set, if you're feeling it, if you're not. If you've made it to this far in the video, leave a camel emoji down below. I know we didn't really get any camel toe with this bodysuit, but still, leave the camel emoji down below. If you're looking for other ways to support me besides liking and subscribing to the channel, head over to my website, www.fitnessbeyondaesthetics.com, where you'll find my weight loss coaching plans, my Amazon finds, my discount codes, as well as my weight loss trackers and my food journals, and anything else that you could possibly need. Always remember that your fitness goes beyond your aesthetics. It's not just about how good you look. It's important to make sure that you feel good mentally and emotionally as well. Watch the other videos that are on the screen, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.